We'll see how much the track changes. The shadows just starting to creep over the front stretch. Pace car has made its way off the racetrack onto pit road. Now the field in the hands of Ross Chastain. The Ally 400 is underway.
Turn 2, Jeff, clear of Reddick for the lead.
Yeah, Chastain got clear. This racetrack historically has been really wide, a lot of grooves, but yesterday in practice it was kind of one groove on the bottom, so all the drivers trying to figure out where they can go.
A lot of accidents. You see cars moving around, sliding around. A tough Xfinity race yesterday. These drivers have to be taking it pretty easy, making sure they understand how much grip this racetrack has.
Kyle Busch was the first one on pit road today. He did not want to be. Listen to this radio.
Just so you're aware, right rear, the right front was fine. Close enough.
So he called right front. He came to pit road. They said, are you sure it's just the right front? He said, well, I don't know. You can change all four if you want. So that's what they decided to do on the 8 car. 4 have been changed, and it was indeed the right rear. It only had 9 pounds of air in it. Steve, that is not enough.
No, not enough, but you could look at it either as a bad brake, flat tire, or great brake, that he was able to come to pit road, get it changed out, back on the racetrack. If you're going to have an issue, have it early. Only 21 laps in the race. You see right there the pink paint pen or blue circling the cut. Just unfortunate, right? I mean, those are the things in racing that drive you crazy, right? I don't know how to explain that other than just bad luck.
Yeah, he had to get way out of the gas there as he was up the racetrack, following Eric Jones in the 43 here.
You know, Nolan Gregson's running 26, and it's not like Ross Chastain can just fly up here and go blind by him. And to me, I think the 42 car of Gregson's doing a great job pinching him off, not letting the 1 car be where it really wants to be.
Gregson's not doing anything wrong. He's got to race hard. He's earned an opportunity to try to stay on the lead lap here, but it's going to create an opportunity. Look at Reddick. He gets the run. Noah backs out of that. Reddick
right on the back bumper. Yeah, here comes the 45. Tyler Reddick trying to take the lead away from Ross Chastain, and he'll do it.
Also keep in mind, been a little activity between Ross and Noah on pit road earlier this year. A little physical altercation. Maybe there was something to that. Race him a little bit harder, but it gives us a lead change here. 29 laps to go in stage 1. While Reddick drives away in the lead, half second over Chastain. Chastain's starting to see a little business in his rearview mirror. Byron's getting closer and closer on this final lap.
Got a little bit loose there through 1 and 2. Did the 1 of Ross Chastain, and now Corey LaJoie making it a little bit more difficult for Tyler Reddick on this final turn of stage 1, but it's going to be Tyler Reddick grabbing his 3rd stage win this year. Ross Chastain, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., and Denny Hamlin, the top 5 in stage 1. Again, William Byron with that great pit stop. He's up front with Ross Chastain on his outside.
Might be 3 wide here off of turn 2. Look at Truex through the inside. Ross Chastain on the outside of Byron. Little contact right there. Byron, the 24, into the left rear of Chastain, the 1.
Chastain surging ahead on the high line, but here comes Truex Jr. on the inside, right in the middle. The 24 of Byron.
Look at this racing at this racetrack. This is incredible for the lead. 3 wide for almost a full lap.
Chastain with the advantage when they go into the turn, but then Martin Truex Jr. brings that 19. William Byron fighting back in the middle.
Still 3 wide. Finally, Truex backs out, but back to the throttle to the inside. 3 wide for 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah. That's Christopher Bell in the 20 that's holding on to 4th right now, but still the fight for the top position.
So important right now for the spotters to be reminding them you're 3 wide, whether on the top, the middle, or the bottom. You have to give each other room, especially on corner entry.
Even still middle.
No one giving an inch.
Back to the 19 now. Back to the 19, coming back to you.
This is crazy.
19. Going to be even with the 1 entry.
Now the 24 surging ahead of the 19. And can he clear the one? He doesn't. Here comes Ross Chastain on the outside again.
As they side draft each other, slows them down a little bit. The 19's going to clear them both.
Yeah, I thought Byron got tight on the exit of the corner. He got up the racetrack, ran the one up the racetrack. That slowed both of their momentum down.
Oh, we got a spin back there. Tyler Reddick's around.
Tires off. He's lost the wheel.
So the caution.
And he had just pitted, guys. Just came off pit road for Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, caution came out. He has blocked pit road, and you see him rolling now without that right rear tire. Wheel completely off.
AMR safety truck's going to secure that tire that's laying on pit road.
And Steve, when we talked to NASCAR earlier this weekend, they mentioned if the tire comes off on pit road, it's a different penalty than if it comes off on the racetrack.
Yeah,
but he was right there on the entrance to pit road.
Well, yellow to yellow, I would say they say that it was on pit road. Let's take a look right here. He obviously knows he has an issue. You can see the fire out the pipes. Right rear tire's trying to come off the car.
What a handful. That thing looked like it was evil. He's trying to get it to pit road.
Yeah, the wheel's coming off of it.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
There you see the nut fly up the racetrack there. Come off the wheel.
Such an unfortunate break for the 45. He had just pitted, as you said, so obviously on the right side, these pit stops are so fast. The exchange of the tire is so fast. It's a very rare occasion, so the field's a little mixed up. What you need to know, the Gibbs car's on the front row, that is for the lead of the race.
Going back to the restart zone. Again, race leader Martin Truex Jr. First into the gas. Door to door.
Contact!
The 6 falling back quickly.
Big crash back here.
Here comes Blaney around. Kyle Busch going in. Will they miss the wall? A close call there. Blaney may have gotten into the... He did hard into the inside wall.
Heavy damage to the front of that car. Man.
Let's take another look at what happened.
So the 6 car struggles, and you have to wonder how that stacked up. Everything here. Kyle Busch gets in the back of the 12 and turns him around. Yeah, I mean, he just couldn't steer the car away from the direction it was going. I don't think there's anything Blaney could have done to change where this car was headed.
Yeah, that all started way ahead of him, and right there, that is such a massive hit.
Yeah.
See, it started way in the front, and now it's just a stack up.
Alex Bowman into the door of the 8 right there. A little contact on the right front of this 48 car. Blaney gets off the brakes, trying to hope that car is going to start to turn and he can correct final lap of stage 2. So these guys are definitely trying to chew away at a few extra stage points. But I think Denny Hamlin's going to be able to close this one out unless Truex can mount a charge down here in 3 and 4.
Final time down the backstretch here in stage 2. Ross Chastain, after starting on the pole, looks like the farthest he's going to be able to get up is going to be to 3rd. A big run there for Martin Truex Jr., but just not enough. He'll finish 2nd to Denny Hamlin here in stage 2. 4th stage win this year for Hamlin.
Good job there, fellas. Freeing up, but holding steady for rear grip.
Taking the higher line now as he has the momentum. Can he take the lead away?
Did Denny go down there to try to defend what he thought the one would do? The one goes to the top, now to the inside.
Denny came down, wasn't able to block this run, and Chastain out front at Nashville.
And up the racetrack, puts that 11 in dirty air right there. Denny can't finish the throttle, right? So that allows the one to drive away down the back straightaway.
Thread the needle.
Cars side by side right here in front of him. They kind of open up a little bit. He says, I'm going in. Right to the top, right on the outside of the 10, Eric Almirola. 48 back there on new tires has went around all of these cars, but you see what it does. It puts 3 lap cars between the leader, Chastain, and the 19 of Truex, and that's allowed Chastain to get this healthy lead with just a few laps to go in this race.
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
White flag, hit your marks.
Justin Marks and Pitbull put this team together. A year ago, both teams were able to win, both cars, with Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain. And as you mentioned, made a run for the championship, was in that Final Four pairing. Now he's going to have another shot at it. A win here at Nashville for Ross Chastain puts him in the playoffs.
Yeah,